Hi, it's Hayden Bennett from Commercial Property Group. Welcome to ROI's series for August 2021. Another month in lockdown, but we were able to do 116 inspections one-on-one with buyers or virtual, which actually resulted in 20 sales and lease transactions being completed here in the group. We transacted just under 8,500 square metres of prime commercial, retail and industrial real estate. I have 4 key highlighted sales that I really wanted to run over with you, and the first of which is a property that was sold off market down at June Walk at Woolooware Bay. This sale was conducted by Damon Asti. The property was 48 square metres. He sold it to an investor for $550,000. It's the second time we've sold that property in about the last 3 or 4 years. The rate per square metre was just under $11,500 per metre, and it showed a gross return of around 5.61%. Congratulations to Damon, our vendor, and the investor on a job well done. Another sale that we concluded was at number 15 Stanley Street at Peakhurst. This was an auction campaign handled by Ryan McMahon and myself. It was a 1,241 square metre parcel of land with an existing older style industrial property. We had 9 registered bidders attend our online auction. The sale price was $2,430,000, which is just under $2,000 a square metre on land including improvement, and that showed a return of around 4.1%. Campaign extremely well managed by Ryan McMahon, has huge market traction in that Peakhurst Mortdale market. Congratulations to our vendor. We have managed that property for past 15 years. Congratulations to the vendor, the buyer, and again, Ryan on a job well done. Another sale concluded here in the group by Ryan McMahon and Damon Asti was a property located at 5 at 24 Stanley Street at Peakhurst. The guys were able to sell this prior to auction. The sale price was $1,468,000. The property was 460 square metres of an older style, lower clearance warehouse unit. Did have an existing user in there, being food use. The rate per square metre was just under $3,200 per metre, and it sold on a yield of around 3.2% net. Campaign well managed by Ryan and Damon. Congratulations to the vendor and the purchaser on their new place of business. An industrial sale sold off market by again Ryan McMahon over at Halstead Road at South Hurstville, modern industrial estate. Ryan was able to source a buyer for this beautifully appointed industrial warehouse unit. The sale price was $1,450,000. The property area or strated area was 320 square metres, and that's a rate per square metre of just over $4,500. That Ryan was able to achieve. Congratulations to the vendor and the buyer, and again Ryan working the market and finding property for able and willing buyers. So on to some leasing transactions. A deal that we received a huge amount of inquiry on was down at Endeavour Road at Caringbah, directly opposite the Toyota site, which is under some redevelopment plans. This property was a 545 square metre street-facing industrial warehouse unit. It had a benefit of a small side yard with it as well. As I said, a huge level of inquiry. We were able to secure a deal there at $100,000 per annum plus outgoings. The rate per square metre was around $185 a metre plus outgoings. The deal secured was on a 5x5x5, so nice long-term lease for our investor landlord. The incentive provided was 3 months rent-free over the term of 5 years. That represents a modest 5%. So congratulations to our landlord, the tenant on their new place of business, and Damon Asti on a job well done. A modern factory unit located in Cogra here, not too far from our office, was at number 2 of 22 Phillips Road. A lease transacted by Greg Carr. The annual rent was $50,000 per annum. It was a 197 square metre factory unit. The rate per square metre was just over $250 per square metre gross. Greg was able to secure a 2-year deal with a 1-year option. The annual increases of 3%, and the best part yet, 0% incentive, no rent free. Rent starts from day one. Well done to Greg, well done to our landlord, and congratulations to the tenant. Another lease transacted here in the group by Jackson Chambers was at 25 of 58 Box Road. This property was leased the day after the old tenant had vacated. Jackson was able to organise multiple inspections on this unit prior to it being vacated. He was able to secure $45,000 a year gross plus GST, which is a square metre rate of just over $200 per metre. The lease term achieved there was a 2-year term with a 1-year option, 3% annual increases, and again the best part, no rent free, so our client got rent from day one of their new lease. Congratulations to the landlord, the tenant, and most importantly, Jackson Chambers on a job well done. So that's the August 2021 wrap. You can see here that we are very active during the lockdown periods. Inquiry levels are probably at an all-time high, but stock level is tight, and that is the reason why we're seeing considerable price popping both in the rental and the sales market. As I always say, if you're in the market to either buy, sell, lease, needed management advice or need general property advice, please feel free to reach out to myself or any one of my dedicated team members. We would love to speak with you, and I'm wishing you a safe and prosperous month ahead.